My name is Alan Weisman. I'm the author of The World Without Us. I'm a journalist. I've written for many major magazines, for public radio, and I've written several other books. I was born in Minneapolis. I grew up outside of town on the edge of what today is elegantly termed a wetland. Back then we called it the swamp. And I spent much of my boyhood in that. It was a combination woodland, marshland, filled with animals, filled with birds, and I was utterly fascinated by them. I still have the first book I ever bought. It was Audubon's Guide to Eastern Birds, and I grew up thinking I was going to be a naturalist or a scientist, and that lasted till about 8th grade, when there was the science teacher who hated me and the English teacher who loved me, and you know how that goes. Well, I went to college really with no idea of what I wanted to do with my life whatsoever. I went to college because I was supposed to go to college. That was a mandate that came down from on high in my family. And I had no professional aspirations whatsoever other than I liked to read, so I became an English major because I got grades for doing what I was already doing, which was reading these, works of literature. And ultimately, in my senior year in college, I sort of went into a panic wondering what to do. And all of my roommates were applying to law school, so I just applied thinking that maybe I would do that. And it was a time of great ferment and torment in the United States because of the Vietnam War, so radical lawyers were becoming celebrities, and they were supposedly helping to reshape our country. And so I went to law school at the University of California, Berkeley. That lasted almost an entire semester. By Thanksgiving, I was long gone. I was not cut out to be a lawyer, but the only thing that I was really any good at was legal writing. And I realized that words really were my future, and I decided to become a journalist because journalists oftentimes are people like myself. Can't decide what you want to do with your life. So in journalism, you poke your nose into what everybody else is doing, and at least, for a few moments share that with them. And that's pretty much been what's happened ever since.